Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, General. Jennifer, good to see you and your family here. This is a really great day, and congratulations. Senator Kane brought up the issue of commercial companies. I want to emphasize small commercial, because one of the things, you're in the innovation business if anybody is in the innovation business. And so I'm going to ask sort of maybe 3 questions in one and let you just opine, if that's okay. So piggybacking again on General Kane, or Senator Kane's point, maybe elaborate a little bit on the role of small commercial space companies that are seeming to, just going great guns, thank goodness, and having access. At the same time, we're coming up on October 1st, at which time, as a matter of legislative policy, the Space Development Agency will move over to Space Force. One of the benefits, I think, of Space Development Agency has been their autonomy, their independence. That's allowed that innovation to really grow. At the same time, I think they and Space Force and all of us will benefit from the discipline, the oversight, and the collective, if you will, of Space Force, the collective opportunities, the strategies, if you will. And that's part of why we stood up a Space Force. And at the same time, and I know there's been some talk already of cyber, once again, the coming together of commercial and government becomes all the more critical. Could you just maybe elaborate a little bit on those specific things, and small SDA and its autonomy blossoming under your jurisdiction, and then the role of cyber and all of that?
You hit on the key principle there, and that's that innovation is going to be critical to the success of the Space Force. So I'll start with the small businesses. One thing I can say for certain is that with regards to ideas, the more the better. And if you can look across the broad space ecosystem and pull in as many ideas as possible, regardless of the size of the vendor that's promoting that idea, you're going to be more successful at putting solid, innovative ideas on the plate. With regards to Space Development Agency, I couldn't agree more. Their innovative business model, if you will, has been very successful in the early efforts associated with missile warning, missile tracking, space data transport layer, et cetera. When they come over to the Space Force 1 October, we've already been working with them. We've been planning for months to make that transition seamless, to make it smooth. And we want to make sure that we don't violate that secret sauce, which is the innovation engine of Space Development Agency. So if confirmed as CSO, I'll be committed to making sure that we don't lose the goodness as we bring them over. Now, we need to integrate them and make sure they're a part of the force design. That's what's going to make it an effective force when it's finally fielded. But I do not want to lose that innovation engine. And nothing requires staying at the technical forefront than cyber. It is such a fast-paced, changing environment that innovation, our ability to stay engaged with the leading edge of technology there is going to be essential. One of the innovative ideas that we came up with is something we're calling supracoders. And the idea is that we take our guardians, especially the ones who kind of do coding as hobbies, quite frankly, and pull them in, give them advanced training, and then put them back into the units, and so that our operational units have direct connection to people that can code and develop applications that support the mission. And it's already paying off. We're seeing some new tools being developed for how to monitor our systems and how to do logging, crew logging activities, for example. And so those are the kind of innovative ideas to stay on the forefront of cyber.
Thank you. In the last minute, let's just talk a little bit about my favorite space topic, PARCS. Radar. As you know, the Cavalier Space Force Station has that beautiful old gigantic piece of concrete that watches space and missile warning, of course, and has for several decades. But modernization is important, and some has taken place there already, and appreciate that. We were able to put $5 million into the fiscal year 23 NDAA here in the Senate. Hopefully that survives. But maybe you could just share a little bit in the closing seconds your vision for that radar.
Sir, the missile warning mission is a no-fail mission for us. Missile tracking is going to be just as important with hypersonics. And what those radars provide is not just missile warning, but the space domain awareness. And I certainly will not be able to do my job if confirmed as CSO if I have no idea what's going on in space. And so the more data that we can collect from the sensors on the planet, the better we're going to have for space domain awareness, and I think the better we're going to be able to do our mission.
Thank you, General. Good luck. Look forward to supporting you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.